Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This channel is solely dedicated to promote Islam through daily activities of our life. The opinion and other activities expressed in this video are those of the publisher, and the content do not necessarily reflect the moral values and norm of any other nation or religion. Any action you take upon the information on this channel is strictly at your own risk, will not be liable for any consequence and damage. A little bit messy up here right now. I can see that through the camera. Um, what do you think? Is it okay? Is it presentable? I know it's not presentable, but it's okay, right? For making stuff for video. For the first video is okay, but for the next one, it won't be okay. Yeah, I understand. I totally agree with you. Yeah, but yeah. But first of all, I'm pretty lazy right now, so I'm not going to find my comb and just going to brush my hair. So I'm just going to fix it with my hand like this. Whatever. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Dear brothers and sisters, and parents, elders, and kids. I think you're doing well right now, and yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm also okay. I'm doing fine. Today, I'm going to talk with you about my content of my channel, and also I am going to show you and give you a tour inside my house and what's the condition right now, because I am staying in a pretty messy condition right now because I have exam few days ago, and we had to go visit to our uncle's house to celebrate Eid al-Adha, and that's why we are away from our own house and we couldn't clean them for like about a month. And also I'm just going to show you and why it's messy. I'm also going to talk about that, and what else. Oh, before that, I know it's pretty messy. If I was an audience, if I was in your place, if I see something like that, I will freak out definitely. So my suggestion is that don't freak out. I know it's messy. I totally agree with you, but don't freak out. And also don't cry because I need to fix it anyway. Now, you don't have to cry though. You don't have to cry. Why I'm saying that? Yeah, it's just awkward. But yeah, it's pretty messy. And should I start with my room or should I start with the living room? Maybe it's better if I start with the living room because eventually I'm going to end up inside my room. So you will eventually can see what's inside my room. And yeah, what else I think I was going to include? You know what? I have to think because I don't have any script right now in front of me. So this is my first, one of my first video. So it's not a big deal. So just watch the video. If you liked it, you can skip it, but you can watch it. It will be fun. So oh, before that, I think I need to rotate the camera. One sec. 3, 2, sorry, and 1. Let's go. Let's start with the kitchen. As you can see, here's the kitchen, and everything is moved from the wall, I think about 2 inch. And here is our kitchen top where we used to cut the vegetables and whatever. Yeah, you can see there are some dead cockroaches. Dead cockroaches. They're like 3, I think, and one gets smashed. And here is like a Canada Dry bottle, but yeah, it's right now I'm just using it for my cup. So yeah, I know it's awkward, but I'll show you why. Alhamdulillah. As you can see, this is our living room, and everything we have to shift it up here. And we shift things here because a few days ago, our management, where we rent the house, they have sent this pest control I think notice up here, and they told us that we have to remove everything from the kitchen. So it's, you can see it's empty up inside here, it's empty inside here, it's even empty down up here, even here, but it's messy. And they just sent us this notice because of these 3 dead cockroaches up here. These 3 freaking dead cockroaches. And we have plenty of cockroaches, so they need to kill them. And that's why they told us to move everything from the kitchen. And we did. And we shifted to here. And everything is inside the bag. As you can see, I was using the Canada Dry cup because our cup is stuck inside that black bag, and I don't want to pull it out because I'm lazy. By the way, this cycle is not mine. This bike is not mine. Someone just kept it up here. And here, from here you can see that these are toaster, rice cooker, and all the other cutleries and kitchen appliances are a lot up here. And yeah, it's pretty messy. And some of our laundries up here, which doesn't seem good. Let's have a tour inside the storage room. Pull out the bulb. Here is the storage, and you can see all our cookeries and our tin canned food and all the stuff. Here we have some instant noodles, and this is my bike. This is officially is my bike, but this isn't my bike. Someone just keep it up here, and it bothers us so much. I can't even walk properly because of this bike. I don't know why they keep it. So basically, this bike is sitting here for more than a year. I last used this bike in 2018 for the summer. In 2019, I couldn't use it because I went to Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj. And after I returned from there, I didn't get a chance to ride the bike, and because that time it was September and I have to start my school. And yeah, now let's talk why we are staying like this. First of all, when your parents away from you and they're not staying, they're not like apart, like they're not staying away from you because they want to, it's their choice, is not like that. Even though it's not like they're doing it purposely, it's also not that like that. It's also not like that. My bad. It's because of the current COVID-19 situation, which split our family apart, which is sad. I know. And that's why my parents, they're staying back home and we're staying here. Alhamdulillah, but still we're fine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just keep us well. But the little problem is we're just a little bit messy, and it is also awkward because if you're practicing Islam, if you're practicing Muslim and you're staying like that, it's not acceptable, because cleanliness is a part of your iman, and definitely that is a true concept of Islam, and also I totally every Muslim should agree with it, and everyone should also agree with it, and I'm also agreeing with it. But right now we are just facing this situation. Maybe we're just going to overcome, inshallah, pretty soon. But we need time. And one more thing is that we, as our parents are apart from us, we don't have that mood to do things. So it's I would say a little bit without parents our life just become a little bit lazier, which is I think I think for in this situation I think being lazy it's acceptable, because I don't know, because without parents I couldn't find any motivation and stuff because they're away. In here I can just give you one message for the younger generation. Still, the persons or the people whose parents who are also staying with your parents, who are close to, who, like most of you guys are staying with your parents and you're also close to your parents. If you're like that, don't lose the opportunity to staying with your parents. Like, talk with them, making good conversations. Just at least stay home. Like, I know most of the young generation, they, as they're living with their parents, but they're still apart because they have those small devices with their on their hand. Most of them does, and they were busy with those little device with other people but not with their parents. So I really suggest the younger generation who are still um, staying with your parents, but still you're not giving the value, and even you're not like spending the day or spending the time with your parents, you'll regret it later. But when my parents with us, we never neglect them, and we, even though we had devices, but we don't do like that, because inside our home we had a practice where when our parents are still like in front of us, we couldn't use the phone frequently, because we always gossip with our parents, spending the day, spending time, which is a pretty nice thing, and I like that. However, let's start with my room. Let me show you what I have and the condition of my room. I know I'm not showing you right now, so I'm just going to show you. Before that, I'm just going to rotate the camera again towards me so you don't see my room. So one sec. Hello, hi there again. So I'm walking toward my room, and I'm inside my room, and I just want to show you the current condition. So let me rotate the camera again. One sec. As you can see my desk over there, I'm just slightly moving backward, and I'm just taking a slow shot. So this is one of my side table kind of, where I charge all my chargeable stuff. And basically this is my room, and this is the condition right now, which is pretty bad. So this table, the white one, I have just bought it few months ago, and also this chest dryer, I just bought it to keep some of my clothes, because I have so many clothes, so I don't have the space, so I just bought this one. And I had a previous I used to use a table previously, and this is, I just push it inside to my closet. Now right now I'm shooting with my phone camera, because I have a plan, because I have bought a camera which is just a normal Canon camera, and it's a digital camera power shot, so it's like a basic camera. I don't buy those mirrorless camera because I had some story, because for a beginner I think digital camera is okay. You don't have to go for a mirrorless expensive camera right now. So here's the camera as I showed you. Here's the particular model. I'm going to make a review on this one inshallah pretty soon. Before I bought this camera, I just need to show one of the thing to you is that, as you can see, this black camera up here, pretty bulky one. So what happened is that this is my sister's camera. My sister bought it like 5 years ago, and the problem with this one is that this one has those it's not, they don't carry those rechargeable batteries, rather they have those double A battery. So these are not like rechargeable. So if the batteries were uh, like gone or something, you have to change another one and have to put like a newer one. So it doesn't make any sense because it's plenty of work. I told that time to my sister that don't buy this camera, but she liked this particular model. But yeah, eventually she just ended up with this one. Now I can shoot with this camera. This camera has pretty good shooting capability, and also has a pretty good megapixel, 20.1. The problem with this camera is after I put new batteries inside it, I played with this camera a little bit, and eventually it end up with this. So it just stuck with this black screen. It says Cybershot, and it doesn't show me the actual display where it show like how I like the display where I can see the landscape to shoot photos and videos. It happens like suddenly, and it's stuck like if a person from the door, like if you're like a pretty fat person, like if a person who eat McDonald's like all of his life and he get like pretty big, like he just become obese and stuff and couldn't exercise and stuff. And what happened is that you couldn't even go inside a bus, you can even sit in a bus seat, you can even, it will be also going to difficult for you to pass a walkway or a doorway. You might get stuck. And the same thing happened to this bulky big camera. What happened is I just played with it a little bit and it just gets stuck like a fat guy, like when they walk through a door and they get stuck. It's like get stuck. I'm also fat, but like I'm not that fat, so I'm just saying that it makes me annoyed because it just gets stuck, and now I have to buy a new camera, which is I don't like it, which is pretty frustrating. But Alhamdulillah, at least I get one. So Alhamdulillah. Before that one, I have started shooting with this camera. This is a pretty nice camera for shooting. It is a 10 megapixel camera and it is 11 years old, because my mother bought this I think in 2009, I guess. Yeah, when we came to Canada, like not the first time, maybe the second time when we visit Canada. And that time my mom bought it. It's still working. It's pretty good camera. It has pretty good shooting capability, and I love this camera. But the day when I'm going to shoot with this camera, the battery's charge ran out, so I have to eventually put the battery on charge. So basically it's charging. So I also have plenty more stuff which I'm going to review soon inshallah. But before that, I just need to talk about my content and what I'm going to do, and also what will be my upcoming videos about. So let's start. I just need to switch the camera again, so stay tuned. I'm like, wait a bit. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi again. I just rotate the camera so I can speak what I'm going to include inside my channel, what will be the content. So I'm going to share it with you right now. So basically, let's start with my channel name. So Nasif Fusion. My name is Nasif, and I basically choose that fusion because the word fusion because it's synchronized with my name, because my name, it ends with the letter F, and fusion starts with the letter F, so it synchronized pretty good, because now you can make a single word. And the meaning, I also like the meaning of the word fusion, because it means the process of result of two or more things to, I think it's things together to form a single entity. Yeah, that's what I think. That's the original meaning of the word. That, so that they're like two things and they just combine to form a one thing. So in that case, in that case, the channel name also work in that way. So my name Nasif and Fusion, so they join together, synchronize together, and they just form one name. So Nasif Fusion is now like a single name, which is pretty I like it. Like, I was thinking and I was sitting and it just clicked inside my mind, like Fusion goes better with my name, so I just put it in that way. um let's now talk about the content. What I'm going to do, basically what I'm going to do, inshallah, is that I'm going to synchronize Islam in every single thing, no matter what. But obviously I'm going to work on logical and good contents for kids, elders, and everyone. So my plan is to mainly I should make content for like younger generation, as well as the older generation, and also the middle-aged people. So my idea is that I'm going to make a content which a toddler can watch, as well as an elder person who is like 90 or 80 years old, or even 100 years old. Both of them can watch together without any hesitation. Without any hesitation means, like, I'm not going to include any type of vulgar content, any type of offensive language, any type of offensive content. Whatever is nasty, I'm not going to include anything. And also, one more thing I would like to say is that I'm not going to inshallah, I'm not going to commenting on other people, because there are so many people. They're like, I can like, if you go to YouTube, you can definitely, you can see backbiting people. One channel is commenting on the other people because what they're doing. No, alhamdulillah, I'm not going to do that, because it doesn't make sense, because that is also a kind of vulgarism. Because you came here to present something good, where someone could learn something. You're not going to show your face in front of the camera to commenting other people's life, what they're doing, stupidity or not. I'm not going to waste my time on those ones, because I don't have that much time. From there, no one will learn anything. Rather, they will learn how to backbite on people. And basically, what I'm going to do is mostly is that, what I think is that, if someone can learn something from your content or anything like that, it would be a sadaqah for you. A sadaqah means, like, you're going to get a reward continuously, even when you're not alive. When after Even after your death, you're going to get the reward from that content or something like that. So why we should waste time on commenting people or anything where you're not going to gain anything? So, and I think is that why I'm concerning about the young generation and the toddlers or the kid, because in the YouTube platform I have watched so many videos, so many channels are there right now, but I couldn't find any suitable channel for a kid to watch. Even elders, like elders, what they could do. Some children they have their grandparents. Some children they don't have their grandparents. But the the children who have their grandparents, I want to make something where they could spend their time with their grandparents when their parents are away or their parents are not there with them. Because most of the time right now, both mother and fathers somehow, maybe for the financial purpose, either of them has to go outside for work to earn for live their life, um, for their kids betterment. In that case, if someone has a grandparents, they're going to, obviously they're going to stay with their grandchildren. Most of the time it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. What they could do is that I want to give the grandparents an opportunity where they could enjoy a video with their grandchildren and the grandchildren could enjoy their video with their grandparents. I want to give them that opportunity, and I also want to make something good where everyone, not only a young generation or not only a children, each and every single person could learn anything and they could perform into their daily basis, into their daily life. So I want to make something good where people will learn and it will turn for me to a sadaqah. And I want to do that because most of the YouTubers I know, like right now young generation, they're like lost when they went to the YouTube website, and they doesn't know like which one to watch and which wasn't to watch, because right now the vulgarism have reached the level where they include everyone, like everyone is like learning those they're watching vulgar content and they're watching those nasty trash. And I see some people, they're even following them and they're even lost. They don't know what to say, they don't know what to do, even though they're like synchronizing their like mind to those nasty things. So they I think what they need is they need some help. And in that case, what people who had like a fresh mind and who had like good ideas, I would invite them to come forward and also do something for the younger toddler generation and also for the older and the elders as well. Make something extraordinary, make something different where people could say, okay, yeah, we are learning from here, rather we're just taking entertainment. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to entertain people as well as they're going to learn something from that entertainment content, uh, on their recreation time, not obviously. And that's what I'm thinking to do. And one of the major thing what I'm going to say is that only an Islamic lecture, not all of them though, there are like some age restriction for each level, like it depends on the age. So but most of the time the Islamic lecture, they doesn't have any vulgar content inside them. But what I'm saying is that Islam isn't framed inside one way. Like you couldn't like there are like different type of way where you could express Islam. Islam isn't um Islam isn't a product or something, but Islam where like it's not, I'm going to say is that most of us we think that Islam is only framed inside a lecture. If you want to see something Islamic, then we have to go and we have to search for Islamic lectures and stuff. But for kids in a younger age, they wouldn't find any interest inside this type of lectures over there, because where there's like an imam or any sheikh, or they're going to give them the lecture. Most of the kids, they doesn't understand the content and what they're saying, the context, except if their parents wouldn't explain them. But like for to watch to watch Islamic lecture individually, they don't find that interest. So what I'm going to do, and also I'm going to say, is that you can express Islam in many ways. You can explain, even if you're going to review like this single pen, you can include Islam inside it. You can even when you're going to review a technology, if you're going to review a phone, if you're going to review a laptop, you can bring Islam and you can include over there. I never seen a channel yet where people are reviewing a gadget or reviewing a laptop where they're including Islam inside that a particular thing. So I think I had a pretty good opportunity to do that, and I wish people who had those type of mind and mentality to for like they get made good content. I welcome them to join YouTube, and at least you show, like you teach. It's not like teaching someone, it's like give your best to someone where they could take your good, so you can get the reward later on. And especially for the younger generation, what I'm going to say is that definitely I'm going to review gadgets and also the electronic devices, but definitely I'm going to um, explain and show it to the audience in Islamic manner, in Islamic way, so that they could learn something and they could practice into their daily life. And Alhamdulillah, for kids there will be some good news for you as well, because I'm also going to review toys. And toys means a real toy, what actually a younger people dream of, younger children dream of, like car, um, remote control vehicles, remote control planes, drones, Hot Wheels, whatever, Matchbox, and these and that, and mechanical toys like Legos and stuff. And also I'm going to give brief Islamic descriptions, which type of game and which type of toys aren't acceptable and permissible in Islam. We're also going to talk about those stuff. Inshallah, we are also going to do that. And also for grandparents and children, you also have another good news, is that I am going to give the grandparents an opportunity to spend their day with the grandchildren, where I'm going to post Islamic stories by telling them, um, where I hope that I can the children will get attracted to my stories, and definitely it will be an Islamic story. And also I'm going to tell the story based on hadith, inshallah, where I'm Alhamdulillah, I think I can say that I might catch their attention, inshallah. I hope so, because it's a good intention. Inshallah, I'm going to do that. And for young people, uh, especially like parents, young couples, and the person, I mean, like for family, actually, I'm also going to review home decors and like everything. I already say that everything I'm going to say, which is like most of the things, like most of the things means whatever we think of, I'm going to do that. Like even cars, even bicycle, even but like not cosmetics, because I'm not a cosmetics expert. It's not my uh, sector, so I'm not going to talk about those ones, because those are for girls, and I think there are plenty more channels in YouTube to talk about those. But I recommend for especially for the Muslim people, I recommend to watch. There are like so many channels, but I recommend the Muslim sisters to watch the channel where only girls are showing you the product, no boys and stuff. Because nowadays there are more channels where there are like guys who transform like a girl, and they used to show and review makeup. So it's not hard to, I'm not saying this to hurt someone, but what happens is that in Islam, it's not permissible for a boy to transform to a girl. So why should we watch that video, right? So in that case, what I'm saying to my sisters and mothers, or whoever, or their aunties, if you ever watch any cosmetic review, please always watch some like those channel where only girls are showing the makeups, not the boys. And especially it will be much better if you can see someone who's wearing hijab and stuff. For only for Muslims, I'm saying. I'm not going to hurt anyone or any other religion by saying that. It's just saying because they're Muslims, so I think that it's better for them, because they won't get um, like they won't get, to be honest, is that some people, like, we get confused. So I don't want my sisters to get confused. So especially that's why I'm just telling you, because people might get confused. If you're a Muslim, you might get confused if you see something like that. So that's why I'm just saying. But I'm not meant to hurt someone, but hurt anyone. I respect every single religion, because it is also a practice in Islam to respect other religion and others thought. But I'm not agreeing with them, but I respect them as a human being and also what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. And one more thing is that I am not going to review anything on gaming gadget or gaming consoles and stuff, because I think it's technology where it destroy your a human mind and human psychology. So I'm not going to do that, because it's basically harming you. So you won't learn anything if I review those gaming consoles. But I know plenty. I have an idea on those stuff, because as a Muslim ummah, you also have to have idea. You also have to have knowledge on everything. Rather, if you get confused, so you can sort it out by yourself. And I'm just saying, not for only a Muslim, but I think gaming is not that good, especially only the clever one, the wise person, they only understand why isn't good. So I don't have to explain it right now through my video. You know why I'm saying it, because it's just little, I can say a little bit, and people would, I think, understand. The first thing, they're harming you because they're going to make you mentally lazy, and also it will distract your god-gifted creative ability which you have inside you. It might get destroyed, and your brain will get hanged, to be honest, what I think. And for parents, what I'm going to say you is that PS5 is coming out this Christmas, I think on December, maybe on the Boxing Day. So I'm just going to give you a feedback, is that don't buy your kid those video game, to be honest, because I'm not I'm not saying it's a waste of money, but what I'm saying is that it is going to harm your kid. Trust me, and eventually the it will make your kids' life miserable when they grown up, and they because video game is like addiction, like a drug, and what I think, what I believe, and people get addicted on those things, and they couldn't later on what they have naturally inside them, what they have the natural talent inside them, they might lose them, those might get destroyed, and they might lose the ability to use them. So that is my feedback on that. So I think what I'm saying is don't let your kid go off your hand. What I'm just saying is that. And yeah, I know that right now I'm a little bit mumbling because I have to think the content I'm going to say through by using my head, so it just take a little bit time. That's why I mumbled. But as I told you that, oh, I didn't mention you that as this is my this will be my one of my first video, so I'm not going to cut anything from here. I'm not going to edit anything, rather I'm just going to add more stuff, like maybe an intro video and maybe some other conclusion video. But rather than that, I'm not going to edit anything, so it will be an uncut raw video as well. So I'm not going to edit or cutting anything from here. And what else? Oh, as I told you that I'm also going to review the home appliances, home decor, and that's what I'm going to do because for every person, home is like their kingdom, home is like their palace, and I think everyone loves their house and everyone loves to decorate their house because it is one of the most precious place for a human being, and it's better, definitely it is better than outside. Like even though if you're going to visit somewhere, if even though if you're going to travel, but you won't get the taste of your own home. So yeah, and of course for the current situation right now, what's going on around the world, it is also, I'm just going to say you that yeah, definitely your home is your safest place on earth right now, and it's not for a Muslim, it's for everyone, it goes for everyone, every single person. And yeah, that is it. And one more thing is that I didn't mention you, I'm also going to review for food. I love to taste food because, as I told you that we are apart from our parents. So what happened is that most of the time, and obviously, I'm going to review halal food because I couldn't eat anything other than halal. So in where I'm living in Canada, Edmonton, and in here we have plenty of halal food restaurant, and I would like to make a review on those one because people I want more people to know about those pretty nice restaurant which where they deliver so many delicious foods. I want people to know on those stores so they could try their food and stuff. So I would like to also do that, definitely, inshallah. And one more thing is that I am a bilingual, so I can speak both languages. Right now I'm speaking English, and most of my video I'm just going to make the content in English because that is the only one language where all the people could understand, all the people around the world could understand, and I hope that will work. And I don't want to make my content for only one particular tribe or only one particular nation. I want to make this video all around, all the people all around the world, so they could learn something from here. And as I told that most of, like, mainly my content will be for the younger and the elder people, so definitely it won't be that bad, and I'm not going to use any kind of harmful topic or harmful language or harmful for I mean harmful verbal words. So inshallah I'm not going to include, inshallah, not those. And the bilinguals means, I told you, I can speak two language, which means like I'm from Bangladesh, so I can still speak fluent Bengali, to be honest. And inshallah I will review some of the videos in Bengali as well. And if you want to if you want me to do my English video in a Bangla translation, please just comment below so that I can do that as well, because I just need some vote so I could understand like how many people want it or how many people doesn't want it. If more people want it, then definitely I have to go for it, because and if people they're like okay with English, then it's fine. I won't make all of my video in two languages. Maybe a specific one I will just made for the Bengali people. If they doesn't understand, definitely inshallah I will do that. And yeah, and I didn't introduce you to you myself. So I am Nasif and I'm 22 years old, and um, I am staying here in Canada for for a long time. Like we came here in 2010 with my parents, and we were staying here so long. And in 2015 we went back to Bangladesh and we stayed there for like 2 years. And afterwards in 2017 we came back again, and on 2019 we plan to perform Hajj. And Alhamdulillah, I think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that chance to do that, because this year you can see that people couldn't go to perform Hajj from around the world. Only the person who lived in Saudi Arabia, they only could perform Hajj, and that is one of the saddest thing right now. Inshallah, I hope Allah will fix everything, because everything is depending on Allah. Allah is controlling everything. Allah has the power. Allah is the Almighty. So we have to keep praying and we have to seek forgiveness to Allah. And forgiveness is one of the thing which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like from his servant. And sometimes we had made mistakes, we forget to pray, we forget to perform our religions perfectly. We sometimes made mistake because we are ashraful makhlukat. We are human being, and we are the uh, generation of Adam alayhi salam. And Adam alayhi salam also have done mistakes, but what have he done is that he seek forgiveness, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. And eventually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like those servants who made mistake and afterwards they ask forgiveness from Allah. And Allah has that power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has that power to forgive you. So what we have to do is we have to ask forgiveness, we have to ask help, we have to seek help from Allah, and Allah will help us inshallah. And in this current situation, what I'm going to tell you is that stay together, um, stay home, and definitely seek forgiveness every time whatever you're doing. And that's it for that. And what I'm going to say, what I can include more, just thinking, I know that it's a little bit awkward, because as I told you that I don't have the script on my hand, or I didn't plan anything to say It's just me saying words which are coming from my mind. And but the word I said before, those are like, yeah, definitely everything are coming from your mind. Allah have given you that ability to say those words. You don't have any control over you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has all the controls, but you have a choice where you can choose bad or good. And yeah, what I'm saying is that stay with your parents and make good conversation with people. Don't waste your time doing bad conversation. Don't waste your time doing playing games, because most of the generation right now, it's a pretty good opportunity for you to stay home, and you can spend the time with your parents, learn good things. You can practice more and more Islam. You have books, you have hadith, you can read them. You have plenty of time right now, which is, before the pandemic, if it hits before the pandemic hits, most of the people are like busy, but right now we have plenty of time to work on, to gain knowledge. So why shouldn't we do that? If you know something good, you can share your message to other people so they could learn for your sadaqah, so you can get the reward. And that's it, I think. And I hope you will enjoy my video, and stay well. And I think that will be it for the video. Yeah, what I'm saying is that stay well, stay good, stay healthy, stay with your parents, um, give them some time, talk with them, gain knowledge, earn knowledge, stay at home. And inshallah, I'll come with my next video in few pretty soon, in some days, inshallah, when Allah wants. Until that, stay tuned, and assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Fi amanillah. If something we have done wrong in my conversation, we could seek forgiveness. I am seeking forgiveness from you, because I don't know, maybe if something from my unmindful, I can say something bad, or also if you listen from my video something bad or something, just remove